Hi everybody and welcome to Air Guard Video Magazine. I'm Tech Sergeant David Svensson. You know, it takes a lot of folks to get these C-130s off the ground. This month we're going to go behind the scenes with a group of folks that we rarely ever see, but always hear from. FAA Air Traffic Controllers. Our North Carolina Air Guard C-130s are constantly on the go. Whether it's a MAF trip out west to fight fires, a joint endeavor landing in Tuzla with troops and supplies, or just a standard training run to Stanley County. No matter the military operation, we can't get underway without hearing a very familiar civilian voice.
Epic 55, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 left, turn left heading 150, cleared for takeoff.
The voice you hear is that of an FAA tower controller. These folks control over 1,500 flights a day out of the control tower located just across the ramp at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Charlotte is U.S. Air's biggest hub and has one of the nation's busiest control towers. Handling over 1,500 flights a day on 2 parallel runways and 1 crossing runway requires great teamwork, focus, and concentration. The Charlotte Tower staff also faces extra challenges because of high volumes of military traffic. Air Traffic Support Specialist Jeff Solomon tells us a few of the situations unique to dealing with the military.
Typically the Guard departs with a formation of aircraft, often more than one aircraft at a time. That requires a longer runway occupancy time. That affects the spacing that we have with aircraft on final, as well as the length of time that we allow to get departures out. Also, the crossing the airport with a formation of aircraft is much more demanding on the controller, in that the time it takes for a formation to cross the runway and getting to the departure runway is greater time. We have to allow for that, and there are other factors.
Let's head up to the tower and look at a standard outbound flight process with one of our crews. After filing a flight plan, Epic 55 first speaks to the Flight Data Clearance Delivery person, who confirms and writes down the flight plan on a plastic sleeve. After reading the aircraft their clearance, the sleeve is then sent on to the ground controller. Once a runway is assigned, the ground controller provides the pilot with taxi instructions on how to get to the departure runway. The ground controller then gives the plastic flight plan sleeve to the tower controller, who awaits the appropriate time to clear Epic 55 for departure.
Ground T-Mon 3270, spot 2.
T-Mon 3270, Charlotte ground, taxi runway 18, right, Kilo.
Helicopter 81 Sierra Romeo, clear between the parallels northbound. Is that correct?
Helicopter 1 Sierra Romeo, affirmative, northbound between the parallels for Lake Norman.
Roger that. Sierra 1 Sierra Romeo, on the go.
Epic 55, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 left, turn left heading 150, cleared for takeoff.
Yes, sir, 554 Charlotte Tower, you be ready at Charlie 12.
Back taxi.
That one's got to make this void time. Runway 18 left from Charlie 12, taxi to position, hold you, sir, 554.
We can't accept it from Charlie 12 if we can back taxi.
Back taxi is approved, US
Once Epic 55 is clear and the flight is underway, the tower controller tells Epic 55 to contact the radar controller frequency. The plastic flight plan sleeve is then placed in this tube, which drops 195 feet down to the radar control room, which is located in the base of the tower.
USA 2310, traffic 1 o'clock, 8 miles northbound at 900,000, C-130.
The radar controller works the flight on their radar screen from that point until Epic 55 is picked up by the next radar station closer to their destination. The job of an air traffic controller is one that takes teamwork, focus, and a great attention to detail. Thanks to the FAA and the folks at our local control tower right across the ramp, we're able to get our trips underway and return to Charlotte safely.